There are literally thousands of ranges from hundreds of manufacturers. You'll wonder why you feel overwhelmed, so you probably start with brand or price. This is also how most people end up with the wrong range. Instead of starting here, let me walk you through a simple template we use every day. Follow these steps first. Once you do, choosing the right range for your kitchen and how you cook gets a lot easier. This part is basic, but it's still where a lot of people get tripped up. You start with size and configuration. Measure the width of your range. That's the first step. Ranges come in 20 or 24 inches, usually for apartments, then 30, 36, 48, and 60 inches. But about 85% of homes have a 30-inch range. That's the standard. Next is configuration and controls. Are the controls in the front or the back? Functionally, they're interchangeable. Aesthetically, front controls look a little cleaner. The exception is a slide-in range. Looks like a front control range, but the cooktop overlaps the countertop. That changes how it installs and how it looks. And it can require some minor cabinet work, which you need to know before delivery. Right now, only Bosch and Samsung make true slide-in ranges. But get the size and configuration right first. Everything else comes later. This is especially important if you plan on converting from gas to induction. Everyone's familiar with gas. You turn it on, see the flame, it just works. You can even light it during a power outage with a match or a lighter. Gas is also better for roasting and broiling than electric. And from an electrical standpoint, gas is simple. It only requires 12 amps, far less than induction or electric. Induction's different. It's magnetic heat, requires more power. Induction cooktop usually requires at least 30 amps. A full induction range is typically 50 amps. That's something you need to know early because your home will need an electrical upgrade, including wiring and a different outlet, moving from gas to induction. Now, induction's faster, simmers better, and is more precise. It's also more child-safe because the surface doesn't stay as hot after you shut it off. It's easier to vent and easier to clean because spills don't bake onto the surface. The trade-off is that you can't use induction during a power outage. Induction also tends to need more service over time than a gas or a standard electric range. Electric is similar to induction in that you're cooking on a glass surface, but has electric elements underneath. You lose the speed, precision, and easy cleanup that you get with induction. Before you learn features, we need to talk about your venting. What do you actually have over the range now? Is it a real hood that vents outside? Or is it a microwave hood or a circulating hood that just filters air and blows it back into the kitchen? If you have recirculating or limited venting, power becomes a consideration. Most ranges today have at least 2 high output burners on the front. It also means you probably should be looking at a pro-style range or anything with a lot of burner output. Limited venting, electric induction usually make more sense than gas because you're not dealing with the same heat or byproducts like, say, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, or formaldehyde. The other question is whether you can improve the venting. Can you add a better hood? Can you vent outside? Can the ductwork support it? So far, you resisted the urge to buy a range based on the color of the knobs. That's great. Now it's time to ask how you actually use the range. What do you cook in it, and what do you cook on it? Think about a normal week. Are you mostly reheating, cooking quick dinners, or doing a lot of baking? Or is this about weekends, holidays, and entertaining? Do you want something basic, larger oven, more high output burners? Do you want steam assist functionality to help with things like baking bread? Do you like to grill or use a griddle? A lot of 30-inch ranges say have good griddle options. Do you want double ovens? And if you do, what are you cooking? If it's turkeys, you're bending down. If it's casseroles, that's mostly way high, perfect for that type of oven. All these questions matter. How you use the range or how you plan to use it should determine the brand, not the other way around. Now you're finally ready to pick a brand. You're doing it based on how you use the range, not some clever marketing. Before you buy, you should have at least 3 solid options. We're always recommending comparing at least 3. Once you have those options, the decision usually comes down to service, not national service, local service, who actually fixes the range in the area. Because it doesn't matter how good the range is if you can't use it. And it doesn't matter how good the brand is if no one local can fix it. So when you're choosing between those options, look for the best brand with the best local services. Those are the 5 steps. If you want to see how those choices play out in real life, we have videos on the best gas ranges and the best induction ranges. If you're in the Boston area, we have 6 stores, an hour in a showroom, save you about 20 hours of online research. Thanks for watching.